Yeah, that's awesome.
And my daughter's a nurse.
She's a nurse, yeah.
That's so cool. She's a nurse and
Where does she work?
she works at the San Miguel. She absolutely All right, that'll work. So he kind of just graduated college with his degree. And so he's trying to see if I'm and so I don't and so yeah, he's going to his yeah.
Do you have your phone on you? Can you open that link and see if you can hear me?
I'm gonna stop this over here.
Can you hear me? Can you hear everything? Yep. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Just don't say anything personal.
I gotta, oh, girl.
I'm serious.
No way. Mama Carrie, oh my God. Oh, so much.
I didn't know until last night. I don't know. And this is my daughter, my youngest, Emma, and her youngest, Ava. I'll give you these in case we have to back out with the baby. And some honey, I'm gonna be keeping it.
Oh my God,
And
it's
it's got this one, not to be also break out.
Yeah.
So anyway, I won't keep you, I know you got 100 things to do, so.
Oh, this is
I wish they smelled, now you still, they're not bringing down the sun. Now you say they're not. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is so nice.
Anyway, go get your stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna go set these with the rest of my kids. Yeah, and then they moved in, and I think I saw him like one time after that, and that's it. And Chunny Bunny, he's a nurse too. Yeah? Yeah, he works in the OR. No, he works in the OR. And he works in, I think that works in the SOB. But, yeah, he went to Seattle. Yeah, and like, he hated that. Oh, no, so this is my former Seattle. Even though you guys are, that's you gotta get to watch me. This is the camel. Yeah, so, and then this is Colonel Perry, otherwise known as Mama Perry, this is Colonel Webb. He's my commander, well, former commander.
Here? No. No, it's your state.
I was going to see if I can find some.
And then like, you know, it's like you go and
I'm kind of
you recognize it's coming. Stand by.
Yeah.
Say, you
Yeah.
go.
I just turned 50 in December, so it's like.
It's too little off camera, bro.
I know.
Cut off camera.
I believe so, yeah.
You can sit in the seat, sir, if you want one of those two.
No, thank you.
So here's my kid.
Maybe in another year and a half, or maybe a year.
And then
I'll be
that's
sitting
her
up there.
husband. But he's like 6'5".
Lucas, whoa.
She's only 5 years.
I
He's 6 foot. That's in front
It's
of her
got the
house.
full Windsor.
double wavy.
That's a double Windsor. That's a triple Windsor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I saw you over there and I was like, he's gonna. Jeez.
I can do either way.
Are you gonna have the ending? Are you ready?
I have it ready. Okay. So here, this is here for a song.
No, we were not. It's just we're all gonna sing as she sings.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That sounds good.
please rise. We will sing this together.
And then I have to prepare for
Please rise.
You want it in the back of the room or in the front of the room?
Over there is
like
fine.
right in the
Turn
corner.
the laptop.
Oh, right room. Right.
Is this thing on?
This thing on.
Yellow.
John and them has. Exactly.
And then, this is this room.
Was it? Just the guide on. Because you were moving the guide on.
Sounds about right. I need somebody to
Remember?
sit here and do me a favor. So when Colonel Webb goes that way,
Yeah, but it was a higher
you need to turn the laptop to face him. Jackie, come sit up here.
Okay.
Come sit. So
So from center to.
the podium, yeah, you have to kind of look. Yeah. Yep. Have it sit. I'm live streaming it to my family so that they can all, yeah. And that was an ordeal this morning. Because apparently you have to have a set up previously. And you can't live stream for 24 hours. So we're using somebody else's account to live stream. So, yeah. There's these four seats over there.
Ceiling bites you.
Yeah, ceiling. Watch that ceiling.
They were never letting you go.
Oh, hey, it's the ceiling.
I know.
Those are our mounting brackets. We can take our mountings off.
Park next to me.
Oh, better camper?
Spent a lot of time on those.
So did you get the leak fixed?
You can tell.
Did you take it in or?
No,
Fix it yourself? What was it?
the seals on the front was,
Break the roof, piece of wall? Uh-huh.
So we need to make
Yeah,
sure we're
this,
doing very.
I mean, I think there's all of the reels, RV, the RV return, RV tag, and I see these all the time, they say the number one fail is the corners of campers. Because of that people driving, the bounce and the twisting, and the weight, it causes them to fail right there.
seals the front.
I'm in this side.
Hey, that's what.
This side.
Well, like I said, I've been watching, I've been watching all these videos.
There's a few creators, content creators. Indie
It's the same
Going out there, it's like, oh, they're trying to look at the screen.
I should be there walking. So,
Oh, Lord.
I was waiting to get my smallpox and I was like, I'm gonna miss the year. The retirement. So I was like, no, don't get them. I did. They said, come back here and get the pot. So I was like, nope, yep, not anymore.
Why didn't vote?
Guys, you got room all the way up here. Come on, everybody, let's squeeze in it. Come on, come on. We got chairs. We got chairs.
oh my gosh.
I know, right?
I can turn it off. Should I look? I haven't actually turned it on.
I didn't allow that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this afternoon's ceremony, which will begin momentarily. I'm Master Sergeant Brian Perry. I'll be the narrator. Throughout the ceremony, you'll be given cues to rise and be seated at the appropriate times. As a reminder, during the playing of the national anthem, military members should stand at attention, and our civilian members and guests should place their right hand over their heart. Mindful of the significance of today's ceremony, we ask that you will turn off all electronic devices for the duration of the ceremony. Thank you. We have a moment. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, in keeping with one of the oldest traditions in military service, pay special tribute to Major Courtney Lalla on the occasion of her retirement. The presiding official for today's ceremony is former commander of the 142nd Surf B, Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Webb. Please stand for the arrival of the official party and the singing of the national anthem.
Colors. Halt. Preset. Arms.
Bright stars through the perilous night, for the ramparts we walk, first gallantly streaming, and the rockets we clear, the bombs bursting in air, give through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors that stars sang, and earth that went, for the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
Order. Arms. right, face, forward, arch.
Before we begin, we will take a moment of silence to honor our fallen brethren. Let us pause to reflect on their ultimate sacrifice and their bravery and the bonds we shared with them. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Major Lalla is joined today with special guests and family members. And we'd like to introduce your guests.
Oh, I got a lot, so I'll make this quick. I have my mom and dad, Emma and AJ. Next to them, Karen and Fred. Karen and Fred's daughter, Christina, and her husband, Jack. I got Amy and Melissa and Rosemary from my former unit, the ASTS. I've got Chris, Dan, former Chief Shanna, Gerard. We have Mona and her husband, Rob. I've got Rob Frenzel out there somewhere. Lieutenant Colonel Carey, Mama Carey is also here. Marissa, Austin, and Dakota. And if I forgot anybody, I do apologize, but thank you all for coming. McCabe! Oh my gosh! And Matt McCabe. So that's, thank you guys.
Welcome, Matt.
We would also like to welcome all other distinguished visitors, retirees, staff, and family joining us today. Ladies and gentlemen, our host, Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Webb.
That'll be the hardest thing you have to do all day.
I hope so.
Members of the 142nd Wing, my medical group and debt friends, Major Lalla's family and friends, Colonel, Chief Master Sergeant, other service members, both here and in person, online. Courtney. Good afternoon, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Chris Webb, and until recently, I was Major Lalla's commander here at the 142nd Medical Group, Detachment 1, Medical Element of the SERP. I've had the great honor of working alongside Courtney since she joined our unit in 2019. And it's truly an honor to be here today to participate in celebrating Courtney and honoring her incredible achievements, the amazing things she's done both in uniform and on the civilian side. Lieutenant Colonel Roldan, thank you for allowing me to come back and honor a friend who's very special to me in a place, the building that's very special to me, and the people that work in it who are also very special to me. So thank you for the honor of allowing me to do this. You may not know, but there's actually a remarkable symmetry to Courtney's Air Force career. On September 3rd, 1999, a 19-year-old Courtney Lalla enlisted in the United States Air Force Reserve as an E1, an Airman Basic, a slick sleeve as we like to call them. She was sworn in by a Colonel Webb and immediately found herself serving under a Chief Master Sergeant Ortiz. 27 years later, she finds herself being retired by another Colonel Webb, while once again serving alongside former, recently retired Chief Master Sergeant Ortiz. It gets weirder. So if that wasn't enough, Courtney's military career will officially end on September 3rd, 2026, exactly 27 years to the day after it began. Then I understand it began in Texas and it ended in Texas with the most recent successful IRT as well. So you are nothing if not perfectly symmetrical. So Courtney grew up as an Army brat, primarily around Fort Lewis, right? And at 19 decided to make what was obviously the superior choice and join the Air Force Reserve.
Yeah.
So I asked her, did your decision to join the Air Force upset your Army family members? Were they disappointed in that? And honestly, it just seems like they were happy that she did anything that got her out of the house. So they were perfectly fine. She began her career with the 446 Aeronautical Staging Squadron, whom I believe we have members from today, including ones right next to me, as a mental health technician, which in retrospect probably explains how you've managed to survive and thrive in this organization for the past several years. Her career quickly took her well beyond McCord, and in no time she was a global international phenomenon. In 2003, she deployed to Balad, Iraq, where she was promoted to senior airman. I bet that was a promotion you'll never forget. By joining the prestigious Air Force E4 Mafia while in Balad, I can only assume you essentially took command and ran that entire base. We all know how the E4 Mafia is. You guys run the whole show. In 2004, just a year later, you deployed to Italy as a security forces augmentee. And that's where you gained some valuable experience dealing with and detaining hostile actors. Another skill that I think allowed you to survive and thrive in this unit. You would return to Balad for a second deployment in 2006. And I did some research on what was happening in Balad that year. And I found that that Air Force base, that air base, was a focal point of the Iraq War. And it was the primary logistics and medical hub for US military operations for that entire region. So Courtney was right where she needed to be, as she always is. And that's right in the middle of the action, ready to lend a hand, taking care of people. Along the way, she spent some time at Shepherd Air Force Base in Wichita Falls, Texas, teaching aeromedical staging and expeditionary sustainment training. Shepherd's a place near and dear to my heart. Spent a long time there. So any old folks in the room who might have spent some time in Wichita Falls as well, can I get a little love for Grand Central Station? Anyone?
Yeah.
Apparently it's my turn to retire next. Some interesting times there. You remember that place?
I do remember
All right,
that.
very good. Courtney's career continued to evolve. She completed her Associate of Science degree in 2007, and then later served as an individual mobilization augmentee in North Carolina, working with the Office of the Surgeon General to develop the Wingman Toolkit. And that was a resource designed to address the mental health needs of her fellow airmen. She even worked with AMSIS, where, according to your own official job description, you served as the chief slide advancer. So I can only assume that that was a selectively manned position where they chose only the people with the nimblest of fingers and the best of timing. After some Air Force Reserve restructuring, you briefly landed at Maxwell Air Force Base. And that was in 2014. And that was brief.
Very.
I think you said, I never even really worked there. It was about 3 months, right? I hope it was at least enough time to learn all the good barbecue joints in the area before getting out of town. Then in 2015, you earned your Doctor of Pharmacy degree from Wingate University. So you might think that earning a PharmD, a Doctorate of Pharmacy, might mean the Air Force would immediately put her talents to use as a pharmacist. And you'd be giving way too much credit to the Air Force personnel system. Courtney returned to McCord and remained enlisted. There wasn't a pharmacy technician position available, so this newly minted Doctor of Pharmacy filled a dietary technician billet, which you'd never told me until recently. I don't know if you guys know this, maybe some do. Courtney and I had a bit of a thing going on when I was here. And by thing, my wife just had a minor heart attack. By thing, we would get together for dinner on Saturday nights. So Courtney, had I known that you were a dietary technician by trade, I would have skipped the extra large portion and the desserts. So now I feel ashamed and embarrassed of myself. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Back at McCord, Courtney became an essential part of squadron readiness, managing readiness for about 150 airmen and helping plan Rainier Medical, a major joint event involving her unit, Hawaii, and active duty Navy personnel. Eventually, the Air Force wised up and finally figured out that having a Doctor of Pharmacy working as a dietary tech might not be the optimal use of manpower. And so she commissioned as a captain and joined us at the 142nd Medical Group Detachment 1, right here. She's finally getting the opportunity to serve as a pharmacist in uniform 4 years after the degree. And that's where our part of Courtney's story really begins. Anyone who's worked with Courtney knows that when she sees something that needs to be done, she takes ownership of it. And sometimes that's whether you want to or not. Her readiness experience and the unfortunate revelation for you that she knew how to manage performance evaluations won her the responsibility of managing our officer evaluation system. And she was exceptional at it. But what impressed me wasn't simply her attention to detail when it came to running that system. As her commander, I always knew that Courtney genuinely cared whether an evaluation did justice to the airman whose name was on it. She understood that an average evaluation could intentionally become a red flag. We all know that. So she spent the time and the energy for all of us in this room, all the time and energy necessary to make everybody's accomplishments, make sure they were all captured and make sure they shined. And that our airmen stood out among their peers. She took care of her people. Even when CSS was supposed to take over evaluations, Courtney wouldn't let them go. She couldn't simply wash her hands of that responsibility. She stayed involved, she shepherded that transition because she didn't want somebody outside of our unit pencil whipping evaluations for her people. Tells you a lot about Major Courtney Lalla. And I've seen that same quality during countless SURF-P exercises and evaluations, early mornings, long days in the field, uncomfortable conditions, and somehow you're always still working hard, talking to everyone, laughing, keeping morale up. Of course, no discussion of Courtney's SURF-P career would be complete without mentioning Major Faustino. Where is he? There he is. Why are you in the back? It's a tough day for you, right? Major Faustino is Courtney's work husband. They've had their ups and their downs over the years, but I'm pleased to report, Courtney tells me, that after extensive couples counseling, you guys have finally reached a place of forgiveness and acceptance. And I think that's good. Today's the day to let go. In all seriousness, watching the two of you guys over the years fight and bicker back and forth has actually been one of the highlights of my entire life. Underneath all of these stories is something much more important. Courtney cares deeply about the people around her, the people she serves with. She has 2 sets of parents, but you'll never hear her call any of them step-parents, because that's simply not how she sees family. And she sees everyone in this room as family. She remains close to people from units she left years ago. Obviously, if you look around this room, you'll see people joining us online, friends, family, former coworkers, brothers and sisters in arms, people traveling from out of state just to be here. People don't do that just simply because you served 27 years. They do it because you matter to them. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "What we do now echoes in eternity." Courtney, I think that's a fitting way to look at your career. Because your legacy isn't simply 27 years of service. It isn't 2 deployments to Balad, Italy, McCord, Shepherd, Maxwell, earning a commission, a Farm D, field exercises, readiness metrics, perfectly crafted performance evaluations. Instead, your legacy is the people you affected along the way. The people that you intertwined your life with for 27 years. Those airmen whose careers you protected. The people whose morale you lifted during or after a miserable day in the field. We all know that. We've all experienced that. The friends you kept long after the assignment ended and you moved on to another base, another location. And the people in this debt who knew that if Courtney Lalla was looking out for them, they were going to be okay. Today, Courtney's also a pharmacist with the VA, where she's worked since 2023, And thankfully, after some long, dark days in Walgreens, retail pharmacy, has found work that she genuinely enjoys. And it's no surprise to any of us that she found her place continuing to take care of brothers and sisters in uniform once again. So while this chapter of her service is ending, I suspect the part that matters most isn't going to change. You're still going to take care of people. Courtney, it's been an absolute privilege to serve with you, to steer an organization alongside you, to laugh with you, to overeat with you, and to call you my friend. 27 years ago, Colonel Webb helped welcome you into the United States Air Force. Today, another Colonel Webb has the privilege of helping send you on your way. And on September 3rd, 2026, 27 years to the day after this journey began, you will hang up the uniform for the last time. You've served honorably. You've made a difference. And you've left this organization and the people in it, and I'm sure previous organizations, better than when you found them. We're incredibly proud of you. We're incredibly grateful for you. And Courtney, we're going to miss you like crazy. Congratulations, Major Lalla, on 27 extraordinary years of service. And welcome to retirement. You've absolutely earned it.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Webb. Major Courtney Lalla, please join Lieutenant Colonel Webb for the presentation of some Air Force decorations. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Attention to orders. To all who shall see these presents greetings. This is to certify that the President of the United States of America, authorized by Executive Order 16 January 1969, has awarded the Meritorious Service Medal, 1st Oak Leaf Cluster, to Major Courtney Lalla for meritorious service 3 February 2019 to 1 August 2026. Major Lalla distinguished herself by meritorious service while serving with the 142nd Medical Group and the Seaburn Enhanced Response Force Package. During this period, Major Lalla demonstrated exceptional leadership, clinical expertise, and mission-focused dedication. As a unit pharmacist, she expertly managed nearly $50,000 in pharmaceuticals, overhauled formulary systems, modernized standard operating procedures, and developed rapid deployment and medication distribution processes that doubled pharmacy efficiency and earned best practice recognition during 2 ex-eval inspections in 2022 and 2024. She expertly managed critical pharmaceutical assets, ensured medication safely through rigorous inspections, and provided trusted clinical guidance in both routine and disaster response environments. As the group's performance brief manager program manager, she mastered the MyEval system, trained over 120 personnel, and flawlessly managed more than 85 evaluations, increasing on-time submissions by 30% and preventing mission-impacting delays. Her commitment extended beyond the unit as she mentored future pharmacists, strengthened officer ascension processes, led community immunization clinics, and administered over 45,000 COVID-19 vaccinations during Oregon's mass vaccination mission. The singularly distinguished accomplishments of Major Lalla reflect great credit upon herself, the Air National Guard, and the United States Air Force, given under my hand, 10 June 2026, Josiah Roldan, Lieutenant Colonel, Commander.
Congratulations. You deserve it.
Oh, we don't have any pictures.
Oh, wait, there's more. Attention to orders. Department of the Air Force. This is just certified that the Air and Space Commendation Medal, 1st Oak Leaf Cluster, has been awarded to Major Courtney A. Lalla for outstanding achievement 1 January 2022 to 7 September 2025. Accomplishments. Major Courtney Lalla distinguished herself by meritorious service as Performance Brief Program Manager from 1 January 2022 to 7 September 2025. Major Lalla's exemplary expertise significantly enhanced performance management across the 142nd Medical Group. She dedicated over 200 hours to mastering the newly implemented MyEval program. She expertly educated 47 unit members on MyEval functionality, promotion timelines, and the revised evaluation system, ensuring seamless adoption. Her efforts were instrumental in the unit's successful performance report submission, effectively mitigating potentially consequential delays. Major Lalla significantly enhanced performance reporting across units through exceptional leadership. She increased OPB, EPB submissions by 80% within her unit via comprehensive training and streamlined procedures, drastically cutting MPF rejections. Supporting the 142nd Medical Group, GMU, she proactively addressed submissions deficiencies, managed 85 plus reports for SERP and GMU personnel. She ensured timely recognition and promotion of deserving airmen. Her training for 75 personnel boosted on-time submissions over 30%, solidifying her reputation as a performance reporting expert. The distinctive accomplishments of Major Lalla reflect great credit upon herself in the United States Air Force. Given under my hand, 14 October 2025, Christopher A. Webb, Lieutenant Colonel Commander. Lieutenant Colonel Webb will now direct the publishing of the retirement order.
Publish the order.
Attention to orders. Order number EK-002679, dated 1 April 2026. Major Courtney Ann Lalla, effective 3 September 2026. You are released from your present assignment, and on the day following, you are retired from the Air National Guard and placed on the retired list. The people of the United States express their thanks and gratitude for your faithful service. Your contributions to the defense of the United States of America are greatly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Lieutenant Colonel Webb will now present Major Courtney Lalla with her certificate of retirement. It reads, to all who shall see these presents greetings. This is to certify that Major Courtney Lalla, having served faithfully and honorably, was retired from the United States Air Force on the 3rd day of September 2026. Signed, Kenneth S. Wilbosch, General, United States Air Force, Chief of Staff.
It's all yours now. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you for the first time Major Courtney Lalla, United States Air Force, retired.
Well, I made it a lot farther at this retirement than I did at Shanna's retirement, so that's a blessing. So I was told that I was not allowed to speak off the cuff, even though I'm doing it right now. So I have a little speech prepared. It is nowhere near as eloquent as what Colonel Webb gave us. Thank you so much for that. I almost didn't keep it together.
Every word of it.
So first I want to say thank you all for making the drive, either local or not local, from way up north to come and celebrate with me. Coming in from all the way from Idaho. I mean, it's just all these people here to celebrate me. It just means so much. All the people that are watching online at home, my sisters, my mom, my dad, hopefully my grandmother, my aunt, various friends, former coworkers and such. So I never imagined in 1999 when I raised my hand, I'd be standing right here 27 years from now. I've done a lot, which Colonel Webb so eloquently told you all about my career, but he kind of alluded to it. I didn't think he was going to get there, about why I actually stayed. And I stayed because of all of you, right? I stayed for the people, not just those that I swore to defend or those I helped in Iraq. And there were a lot of wounded soldiers that we helped over my 2 deployments over in Iraq. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Or more recently in Texas, helping an underserved community get the care that they need. I mean, all of that was reasons why I signed up, right? I wanted to get out there and help, but I stayed. because my fellow unit members, all of you guys, both former members, the members here, I stayed for you. You guys are the ones that made the bad times fun. I know that coming to drill month after month, it sucks. It sucks sitting behind a computer and doing endless CBTs and doing all this training for all of the things that you might get to do in your career. Sometimes you get to go out and practice in your exercises, and those things can suck too. You have early wake-ups, long days. Sometimes you're just hanging out in the middle and not really doing anything and wondering why we're still doing it. But just remember that you are all in the suck together. In between all the not so good times are all of the laughs, the pranks, the getting to know your fellow airmen one-on-one. Those are the reasons why I'm here. I'm here because of all of you. Some might call it trauma bonding, but I like to call it esprit de corps. It's the camaraderie that we have all built. It was all my fellow airmen lifting me up, laughing with me, crying with me, and pushing me to do better and to be better. This unit and my last has become like a second family to me. And so my last words to you all is to take care of one another. When things don't feel so great in the military, just know that you are not alone. Your military family is here for you. I wanted it to be really profound. I don't think it was, but I just want you all to take care of each other and just be there for each other and lift each other up, because that's what being in the military is. Thank you again for all of you coming. And yeah, that's it.
Major Lalla, the men and women of the Armed Forces of the United States are proud to have served with you. We wish you and your family all the best in your future endeavors. Lieutenant Colonel Webb asks that you join him in congratulating Major Retired Lalla and her family in the receiving line in the hallway outside this room, followed by refreshments and cake. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing and singing of the Air Force song and remain standing for the departure of the official party.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready to start. Ready to sing.
Into the wild blue yonder, right behind the sun. When we go, Madam boys, you look up, you look up. Off with one hell of a roar. We live and rain, go down and play. Hey, nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending. This concludes today's ceremony. Don't forget the cake. Cake.
Look at my hair.